DC High presents the Varsity NFL Show. Football. Welcome to week 2 of the Varsity Football Show right here on
DC High.
Just DC High.
I had to stop myself.
This is week 2. This week we'll be going over the scores from week 1 and distributing points based on our predictions.
Accuracy.
Yeah, our predictions we did last week.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll go over this week's predictions for
Next week.
next show. As confusing as that sounded.
Back, forth, back, forth.
So, to reiterate over on the point system, we were just discussing this before the show. So this is how the point system works. If you pick the winning team, that's 1 point. And then you pick how much they're going to win by, and we play what we call the Price is Right rule. So you can...
As close as you can get without going over.
There you go. Close as you can get without going over. You get a bonus point, and if you get the spot on, you get the additional point, which will give you a chance to win a total of 3 points each week, or each game.
Yes.
So, yes, that's how it goes. 1 point for picking the right team, 2 points if you can guess without going over, and then 3 point total if you can get spot on.
Yes.
There you go. Now we got that
managed
out.
to get that out.
So you want to go over the scores, and I'll go over who picked what.
Okay.
Or would you rather go who picked what? No, you say the score. I changed my mind again.
Either way.
You can say the score. All right.
Okay. Then I guess you get started there. Who picked what or?
Oh, you want me to say who picked what? and then we'll say the score?
Yes.
All right, so the Thursday night game was between the Buffalo Bills and the LA Rams. You picked Buffalo by 6. I picked the Rams by 10.
And the final score there is Buffalo 31.
Yeah.
Rams 10.
Okay, so you definitely got the point for right.
Yep.
You got the second point for not going over.
It's pretty impressive.
So you got a total of 2 points for that one. All right, so then we go over to our Sunday games.
Sunday.
Where we had the Saints versus the Falcons. I picked the Falcons by 7. You picked Atlanta by 3.
Yep. Oh.
In the final score.
I sure did. Sure did.
Sure
did.
Yep.
VRD. All right. So the final score to that game is Saints 27. Falcons by a hair lost 26. We gotta keep it interesting.
So what was it?
27-26.
20. Oh yeah, it was a 1 point game. Well, I said the Saints by 7, so I didn't get the bonus point, but
You did call the winner.
I did call the winner. I'm trying to keep track of our score as we go down now. Okay, so
Did you get that?
yeah, so you're now at 2. I am at 1.
It's not too shabby.
In the next game we had the 49ers versus the Bears.
The Bears.
Obviously, we both went with the Bears. I said by 7. You said by 2.
So the final score to that game is San Francisco 49ers 10. The Bears 19.
What?
With a slide-in win there. Sloshy and wet one.
Sloshy and wet. Just how I like it. All right, so both got a point for calling it. I got the bonus point for being the closest, since it was by 9. So that puts me up to 3.
Well, look at you.
And you also have 3, because you got the 2 up there. Right? Keeping track of this. Okay, here we go.
At least
Hold
we're
on.
keeping track of it.
I'm trying to keep track of this as best as I can. So we're tied up at 3 going into the next game. The Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Cincinnati Bengals. We both went with Cincinnati. You said by 14. I said by 7. No, I said by 14. You said by 7.
Well, Final score is
Roll those points on down.
Pittsburgh 23. The Bengals 20. We were just slightly off.
Yeah, we're a little off. Trubisky apparently showed up. Good job.
Shut up and showed out. I guess he had something to prove.
You think? They doubted him. Next game we got is the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Detroit Lions. We both went with Philly on this one. I said by 7. You said by 17.
Sounded very confident, didn't I? Final score of that game is Philadelphia Eagles 38. Detroit Lions 35.
So they won by 3?
3.
Well, we both just got a point. Nobody got a bonus point. We were both
I
over.
thought for some reason Lions would get their tail handed to them.
Pretty much. That's where I was at on it, too. So next game we got the New England Patriots versus the Miami Dolphins. We both said the Dolphins. You said by 3. I said by 7. Final score was?
Well, from what I heard, there was no deflating of beach balls. So, Patriots 7. There's a 7 there.
Yeah.
Dolphins 20.
Ooh. So that's 13.
13, yes. What a lucky number.
Well, I would receive the bonus point because I said 7. You said 3.
Well, you called 7.
So I called 7. So it
Unfortunately.
puts me at 6.
For the Patriots.
And you at 5. So we're at 6 and 5.
It's not too shabby.
Close. Next game we got the Baltimore Ravens versus the New York Jets. Caw-caw. We both said the Ravens. I said by 14. You said by 20.
Well, the final score of that game was Baltimore Ravens 24. I don't know why I said it like that.
Why are you saying it?
Because it sounded kind of like, I don't know, vampire-ish, dark, Halloween, Raven. Never mind. Anyway, and the New York Jets 9.
Okay, so what was the first score? I was so confused.
24.
24 to 9?
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
15.
15. Ooh.
Yeah.
I was off by 1.
I was
Well,
off by 5.
you
But I
were
wasn't too out
over.
of the realm.
No, you didn't go far over. But man, I was off by 1 point.
That sucks.
So now we are pirates, apparently. Now we're at, I have 8, you have 6. The next game is the Jacksonville Jaguars versus that former team
In Washington.
that was the football team in Washington. I tried to say it. I can't. The Commanders, all
It
right?
doesn't flow off the tongue.
It doesn't flow like the Washington football team that I can't even say. Anyway.
I guess they voted it was generic.
Oh yeah, like Commanders is so original. Good job. You really thought hard on that one. It was supposed to be like Red Wolves. Was one of the finalists.
Suggestions?
One of the finalists was the Red Wolves. It was the Commanders and something else. I like the Red Wolves.
Why the Red Wolves, though?
I just like that. Doesn't that sound cool? The Washington Red Wolves. Like, at least it, not Commanders. Like, they don't even have a logo. It's just a W. It's
Yeah,
just
it
a
is
W.
And I think it's, what is that?
That is
orange?
it. There is no, like...
With an orange border?
It's Commander. Like, are they going to put a mascot to that? Or is it just going to be a W walking around the field?
That would be funny. They're going to wonder if it's the Commanders or, a Whataburger ad.
Right? Waterburger is going to wind up suing them for copyright infringement on their logo.
Oh, Lord.
So anyways, I digress.
Anyway.
You picked the Jags by 5. I picked Washington by 6.
Well, there, D. The final score to that game is
Yeah.
Jaguars 22. Washington Commanders 28. Ding, 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 ding.
So,
Somebody
where's it at?
noted. Somebody
What?
noted.
Oh, it's the first spot on in the season.
Listen to that sound effect.
I know we're so high tech here. I mean, listen to that.
But listen to that rev. That means you definitely got it.
Not sponsored by Ford.
Definitely.
We got our first spot on of the season. What? I'll take those 3 points.
Go on somewhere.
That puts me, the same score. I forgot to add the points to it. There we go. Puts me at 11. And you said the Jags, so your points did not accumulate. So you are still stuck at 6. There's a gap starting to emerge here.
Alrighty.
You know why you want to insert a bad joke? Next game.
Ooh.
Next game, we got the Cleveland.
How long have you waited for that one? Just curious.
I've been waiting to do that one.
Did you plan that beforehand, or
I just thought of
spur
that,
of the moment?
and that was a spur of the moment. Versus the Carolina Panthers.
Am I supposed to be smelling something in this process?
No. I picked the Panthers by 10. You picked by 7. I told you I was going to mess with y'all all season long. It's not going to stop. Just get used to it. That's all y'all are.
Poo.
In the wind. Anyways, final score of that game is?
Final score of that game is...
Yeah, unfortunately.
The Poos.
It's worth losing the points.
26. The Kitties 24. The Poos did win, but only by 2, so C went over.
You went over. So you get... Well, I mean, you still gained a point. Why did it put it on the next line? What is
1
wrong
point.
with you? 1 point.
As he's
So
hitting... Ding, ding, ding.
Puts me at 11. And you at 7.
This is not a sponsorship for a gas station.
This is backwards. Next game, we got the Indianapolis Colts versus the Houston Texans. We both picked Indianapolis. You said by 3. I said by 10. I'm just going to go ahead and carry those points over.
Because the final score of that game is Indianapolis 20, Texans 20. Why?
What?
Because they scored in overtime.
See, I told you. I said
the
Vikings and Packers could have just ended in a tie, so I didn't have to pick a winner. But I guess they misheard the I said the Packers and the Vikings, not the Colts.
But the Colts and Texans go together like peanut butter and jelly, so it's only, idea that
like
they tied.
Horses and dog food?
Yeah, because it's horses and, Longhorns.
That was a bad joke that horses were used as dog food there for a while.
Oh, yeah. Apparently, they're still a delicacy in many countries across the world. And wolves like to eat them.
Apparently, you learned that today.
What, the dire wolves like
horses?
Fun fact. Dire wolves love to eat horses. And apparently wolves like horses too. Something about horse meat.
Something about that horse meat, man. It just slides down your throat hole.
That's why it's illegal in, the U.S. because, it probably tasted that delicious. They don't want everybody going out killing, championship thoroughbreds or anything.
Anyways, on to the next game where we have the New York Giants versus the Texans. Or Titans. I was trying to look away quickly. The Titans. We both said the Titans. I said by 7. You said by 12.
And the final score of that game is New York 21. Titans 20.
Just 20?
Yeah.
Oh.
What were you waiting for?
I was waiting on another number.
Follow-up?
Yeah, because that would mean we would not be losers right now.
Pretty much.
All right, so that's 2 games in a row where nobody gained a point. Moving on to the next game. We get to our...
Clicky click.
On to the next game, we have the Green Bay Packers versus the Minnesota Vikings. You said, you had to sleep on the couch at night because you said the Pack by 10, and I said the Vikings by 3.
Well,
the final score of that game is.
She's supposed to be the one. I used to believe.
That's cool. I'm glad she is the one for you. I have no clue what's playing right now.
That's not the sound effect that was supposed to happen. But that's how the Packers felt as they lost to the Minnesota Vikings 7-23. And that's what they... What? Oh, that's a baby laughing.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was going to cry. I had every expectation that was going to be a baby crying. Just saying. That's evil. That is evil.
Wow.
They literally dropped the ball. Anyway.
They did. Anyways.
A lot.
They did a lot.
It's like, how many
Like a
times can we
lot.
throw the ball directly to the other team? Let's count the ways.
Hey, Aaron, why don't you stop doing hallucinogenic drugs there and try playing the foosball the way you knew
Or
how
we
to
can
play
play
it?
conspiracy that he really don't want to play and he's just throwing all the games.
I mean, he could throw the next game if he wants to. I mean, not going to hurt my
We're not
feelings.
complaining on this line.
So anyways, I only got one. Well, I got 2 points because they definitely didn't go over what I said.
They put the beat down in Cheesetown.
Beat down. Well, it was in the Vikings. It was in beat
It's going
down
to
in
catch on.
the Brewtown. Brewtown.
Brewtown.
Brewtown. So I got the 2 points. So that puts me up to 13 now, and you are still scoreless in the last 3 games. I don't know why I made it sound so bad.
That was horrible.
And you're
By
just a
the way,
loser.
you suck.
And you just suck.
Just
Give
posted
me-
a memo there.
Give me a heads up there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Next game we got the Kansas City Chiefs versus Arizona Cardinals. We both said the Chiefs. I said by 17. I'll go on the other side of the spectrum and said 3.
Oh, yeah. The Chiefs.
Oh, yeah. The Chiefs. You know, Mahomes.
My homies. Anyway,
Anyways.
final score of that game. I totally lost train of thought. Kansas City, 44. That's a nice score. 44. Cardinals in Arizona, 21. Why do I always gotta say 21 like that?
It's because I made that happen.
Nah,
So that's,
23?
yeah, well, I didn't go over.
No?
So I get that bonus. So that puts me up to the 15, and you got at least a point out of this one. Yay!
I'll take a point. It's better than a
No
goose
point.
egg.
Now it's put you at 8.
Which is what I thought was going to happen to the Packers, but it didn't.
All right, on to the next game. We got the Las Vegas Raiders.
Raiders in Las Vegas.
Because
Because they're raiding casinos.
That's what it is. Versus the LA Chargers.
Which is what they do to you after you raid the casino.
Oh. I thought this was to say what you're going to catch after you.
Oh.
Anyway, I don't know where that
You
one was
catch
going.
a buzz?
You catch a buzz. That's what we're just going to go with the buzz. Buzz for 100, Alex.
That's hilarious.
You said the Raiders by 3. I said the Chargers by 6. Final score of the game is?
Raiders, 19. Chargers, 24.
Ooh, so that's
It's you again.
5. I went over 1, though. Dang it. I didn't get no bonus, but I did get a point, though. Puts me at 16, and this is going to put you at 8.
I'm still not catching up here.
Yeah, you're going to have to win a few more. No, you only have 2 more games after this.
Exactly.
It's not looking too good there for you. Next, we got the Tom Brady and the Buccaneers versus them Cowgirls. I said Tampa Bay by 7. You said Cowgirls by 7. Final score of that game is?
Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, 19. Cowgirls, 3.
So they dang.
16 points.
16 points. Ah, well, I mean, I did get the bonus.
Well, no, it was a blowout, but not like
So it puts
44
me
to
at
7.
18. And you had 8. I just stopped listening to you after a while.
most people do. It's okay.
It's fine. I get it. Next game we got Mr. Wilson versus former Mr. Wilson's the Broncos versus the Seahawks. We both said the Broncos I said by 14. You said Broncos by 20. We'll go ahead and carry those points on down. While you say
Carry the
this
2,
one.
minus 4. Broncos, 16.
Mm-hmm.
Seahawks, 17.
Yeah, it was a good game.
That was a good game.
It was fun. And we got to see the Mannings again.
They voiced over. Did it.
Commentated
There you go.
commentators.
Commentated
Commentated it up real nice. They always do a good job. They're always so entertaining. So this brings us to the end of the week 1 scores. And with a final score in week 1, I have 18. You have 8.
Woo!
Woo. So I'll go into week
I've
2.
accomplished absolutely nothing.
I'll go into week 2 with a 10-point lead. So let's go ahead and get into those week 2 predictions. Yeah. All right. So week 2, Thursday, tonight's game, we have the LA Chargers versus Mahomes.
Oh, Lord.
Both of them are coming in at 1-0. Kansas is a 3.5-point favorite.
3.5 points.
Only 3.5 points.
I'm going to go with Mahomes.
I think I'm going to have to agree with you.
I'll say by 5.
You're going to say by 5. Ooh. I'm going to... I'm going to say 10.
10.
10. Don't know why. I wanted it to be high, but I don't want it to be too low at the same time.
Understandable.
I felt like that was a good one. Oh, it's my friends again.
Here, I'll do this one.
Okay, good.
Next, we have the New York Jets sitting at 0-1 versus at 1-0.
I thought you were at least going to say the name. Cleveland Browns.
Is a 6-point favorite.
You're waiting for me.
Just throwing that out there.
I mean, it's the Jets. Like,
but unfortunately, I think the is.
I'm not doing it. You know what? I am not going for you all season long. Since y'all want to run your mouths, I told you I was going to ride you all season long. So you know what? I'm going with the New York Jets. Prove me wrong.
Well, put me down for crap.
I don't know how many numbers there are. I'm going to go the Jets by 3.
And I'm going to go crap by 5. I don't know why I like 5 all of a sudden. But I'll take
by
it.
5.
I'll take turds by 5. Turds for 5, please, there, D.
Next game, we got the Washington Commanders. So lame. Versus, it's not the Stafford Lions no more.
Your brain's hurting.
I know. The Lions.
Wow.
Oh, it's Geoff. Geoff Lions.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. I know.
I hate when people move.
Right. Detroit is a 2.5-point favorite. The Commanders are coming in at 1-0. The Lions are coming in at, not surprised, 0-1.
That's an impressive.
So, with that being said, I don't care even if they are the favorite. I'm still going with Washington. By 9.
Ooh. Well.
Well.
Oh, Lord. All right. I'll have to agree with you on this one, but I'm only going to say by 3.
I just realized.
9D. It's a new dimension.
You didn't even catch the one up top? I didn't even put who said what.
You did not?
No, look. I just had to correct. Okay. Quick right there.
Next up.
Before I was come back, I'm like, man, who made these predictions?
We have
Tom Brady and the Buccaneers.
Versus
the...
You're
trying to finish my sentence?
It's my turn.
Oh, the Saints.
The Saints.
Saints. Okay, yeah.
So anyway.
I didn't know we were alternating.
Yes, we were alternating. Okay. With the record of 1-0 as well. The favorite is Tom Brady and the Buccaneers by 3.
Anybody else is as confused as I am about this one?
I don't know. It sounded like some kind of chick radio host thing.
You jumped all over the place on that. Anyway,
Tom Brady and the Buccaneers
Is this After Hours? This is like the talk show After Hours when we were
Smooth
kids.
Sports with C.
Where, they'd have looser conversations
Oh.
and
Looser.
special guests. I did that once, by the way, when I was in middle school.
It's when we all do it in middle school.
I called a very popular local radio station. Very popular. After Hours, and was talking to a stripper.
Because we love doing that as middle
And
school.
pretended to be 18 and tried to pretend like I was in college. And
How would that go over?
I think she knew. But she played along with it for at least a good hour. It was like 1 or 2 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
It was hilarious. That's what your voice reminds me of, is those, like, the dating, the love shows after Hours with Bob and Margaret. We're going to take a few callers on the line. Caller 1, what is your problem? Well, my boyfriend won't seem to be able.
Exactly.
Something to do with the penis, and I don't get. Everything's not as fun as it used to be. Well, I can tell you what that's what that voice just reminded me of.
You need to open your horizons in life.
Become more experimental in the bedroom. I prefer to do a hot
Oh,
wax.
no. Okay, back to sports. Anyway. What you got there?
So,
D?
anyways, I have Tom Brady and the Buccaneers.
And the Buccaneers.
I'm going to 6.
It's a good number.
That's a good number.
But I think Tom Brady's old. So we're going to go with the New Orleans Saints.
You go with the S-Aints.
S-Aints. S ain't gonna lose. And we're going to say by 7 points.
7.
It's a weird number.
It's a very strange number. Okay. On to the next game. It's my turn, apparently, according to our order.
Mm-hmm.
We have the... Who is it? Oh, Trey. I don't have a name yet for him. We got the Panthers coming in at 0-1 versus the Little Giants at 1-0. The Giants are a 2.5-point favorite.
What?
I'm gonna go with the Giants. I'm gonna do it. New York Giants. By 7.
Well, that's good that you thought about your answer because I'm going to go with the Panthers.
Not think about it at all.
Yep. And I'm going to go with the Panthers by 10.
Pans by 10.
PTSD is exactly what I have.
I cannot type.
I could see him typing.
I think it's making me nervous too.
Pans.
Pans.
Pots and pans.
Your turn.
Yes, do.
Everybody strap in. Hold on, brace yourself. It's all try to
Next
concentrate.
we have the Patriots coming in at 0-1 versus those metal things over there, Steelers, coming in at 1-0.
Those metal things over there. What?
The Patriots are a singular point favorite.
I'm so confused.
Just for context.
I'm going with Steelers.
He likes metal.
I like those metal things over there. By 14. I'm going to go out there on this one. I'll say 14.
Well, I'm an American, but I like steel. It's what made America. I mean, it's going to make you think I was going to say Patriots, but I'm going to go with Steelers.
Okay.
But I'm not going to go extreme over here, and I'm only going to say 3 points.
3.
3. Maybe a good game.
Could be. Rolling on to the next one, we have the Indianapolis Colts coming in at 0-1 versus the Jags coming in at 0-1, and one of those O's have got to go.
That's a lot of O's.
It is a lot of O's. Indy is a 4-point favorite.
Well, I think Indy has too many O's already, so they're probably going to try to get them another one. So I'm going to go Indy.
You're going to go with Indy?
Yeah.
Indy by
5.
5. I'm going to go with the Jags. I'm just going to be different on this one. I'm not going to go. We'll go against the grain on this one.
But you're not supposed to go against the grain. It causes irritation.
Anyways, saying the Jags by 6. Going against the grain.
Next up,
Oh.
we have the Dolphins coming in at 1-0
Could do it.
versus the Ravens at 1-0 as well. Baltimore is a 3.5 point favorite. They think they're going to fly away with the lead, and I would have to agree. What about you? Wait, maybe I should give you my score thingy.
Yeah, why don't you give me your score there, thingy?
Score there, thingy.
Once I can type right.
12.
12. Oh boy. I'm gonna agree with the Ravens. I'll say 6.
The awkward silence was to
I was
dramatize
trying to
the
be
event.
quicker. I know, and it only made more pressure on my decision because it got really quiet really quick. Anyways, next we move on to the next game that's next on the next list is the Atlanta Falcons at 0-1 versus those LA Rams. It's 0-1, and yet again, one of those O's have got to go. But the Rams are a heavy favorite in this one at 10.5 points, which I'm gonna bet. I'm gonna go with the Rams. I'll give you my prediction first, and I'll say the Rams by 17. Yeah, I said it. I just
Go with the underdog, not go with the underdog.
In Atlanta, your old foe that you always.
Yeah.
Every time you went with them, they always lost, and every time you went against them,
Because they like
always
to do
won.
upsets. And Atlanta's all about their upsets.
That was your curse team from the podcast show.
I'm going to go with Atlanta.
Okay.
But I'm only going to say by 2.
2?
What would you say? With the bird? With the bird.
What the bird, man? What the bird?
Next up, we have those Seahawks in Seattle.
We have those Seahawks.
Is that what is that?
It's a Seahawk.
Yeah. Coming in at 1-0
Quick editing.
versus, what's that supposed to be? Oh, the 49ers. They're coming in at 0-1. San Francisco is an 8.5 point favorite. Ew, that's a nasty spread.
They also claim that 49ers is supposed to be a Super Bowl contending team this year.
That's debatable.
That's highly debatable. You know what? I'm going to say no, they're not. And I think the Seahawks walk away with this one too.
Oh, he said the spread is going to the birds.
Bird spread. My favorite. Anyways, I'll say them by 7.
Well, I'm not a goat digger, but I'll go with the 49ers. The 49ers, and we're going to say 10 points.
10 points.
I'll go low over the spread.
Usually I do too. Anyways, next game, we got the little kitties of Cincinnati coming in at an impressive record of 0-1 versus them Cowgirls with an equally impressive record of 0-1. And yet again, we're in that situation where one of those O's have got to go. Cincinnati is a 7-point favorite. Well, since old Dacky Dak when decided to go and hurt his thumb, I'm going to say Cincinnati.
He couldn't resist the cuteness.
Couldn't resist the cuteness of the little kitty.
Meow.
Meow. And I'll say Cincinnati by 6.
It's a good number.
I know, I picked it.
Now, the Cowgirls. I don't know about them. So I'm going to go with the Kitty Kitties.
Oh, okay.
Well, because last time I went with the Cowgirls, I was disappointed. So I'm going to go with the Bengals. And I'm going to say by 3.
3.
Yeah. Oh, I just smacked my camera.
Well, don't smack your camera.
Next up, we have those Texans.
Texans?
Texans.
They get renamed. They're just a cell phone and thumbs.
Those Texans from Houston versus those Broncos from Denver.
Yeah.
Texans are coming in at goose egg 1. The Broncos are coming in at goose egg 1 themselves. And it's too many zeros. Denver is the 10-point favorite.
Ooh.
And like he said before, one of those O's has got to go out the door.
No, it's not what I said, but I get where you're going with it. I'm going to go with Denver.
It kind of rhymed.
No, it kind of did not rhyme.
What do you call that? The weird poems.
Haikus?
That don't have to rhyme at all.
Awkward silence. I'm going to go
Slam
with
poetry.
Slam poetry always rhymes, though.
No, not really.
Yeah.
It's more like the face of my wall looks at me. It makes me feel
We don't have
sad.
time for slam poetry on this show. We don't have the budget for it. I'm going to say Denver by 14.
And I'm also going to have to say Denver by 7.
7. Interesting.
Interesting.
Next up, we have the Murrayed with Cardinals versus
I can't even do the tune, and it's in my head.
versus the Raiders.
Mm.
Both coming in at 0-1. Las Vegas is a 5.5 point favorite. I don't have to say it again, do I? One of those O's got to go.
No. There's a lot of O's. It's the beginning.
So this would be either. I'm gonna go with the Raiders. I'm gonna go with LA or LV. So weird now. Vegas by 7. It's too much thinking, man. I gotta edit and think and type, make a prediction, and yet I'm still winning.
I'm going to go with Vegas odds and say by 10.
10. Doubling up, you can double and down.
Yeah, doubling down. Doubling down in Sin Town.
Okay. If you say so. Next we have I get this game. Next we have the Bears coming in at 1-0
I like how you stole that one.
versus I didn't know it was going to come up like that. That's what she said. Versus the Packers, coming in at 0-1, and we already have a rival game this early. This is Green Bay's home opener, and of course they're a 10-point favorite. Doesn't matter, because the Bears are going to win. I don't even have to think about this one.
Hopefully it rains again.
Right, washout.
Go ahead and put me down too.
But I don't.
I want to say 3. I was going to say it
Okay.
before you said something.
Okay, I said 10.
I said about 3, just because it's a rivalry game and it's always close.
I think they'll win by touchdown, and then I think the Packers will give up, and the Bears are just going to slowly march down, kill a clock, and wind up just kicking a field goal at the end.
with its bear poles.
That's not how. That's not how this works.
Staley pops out and kicks the game-winning field goal. My turn.
Anyways,
Next up, we have those Titans from Tennessee versus those Bucking Bills from Buffalo.
Bucking Bills.
Yeah, why not? The Titans are coming in at goose egg to 1, and the Bills are coming in at 1 to goose egg. The Bills. The Bills
My brain hurts.
are coming in as a 10-point
It's only
favorite.
the second episode. My brain hurts.
It's not hard to
Anyways.
do.
I'm going with Buffalo. I'm just trying to block out the sound of your voice for a minute. Buffalo by 12. If I get a bad score on
By
this one,
12.
it's your fault.
And you're welcome. And I'm going to have to go with the Bills by 18.
18. Interesting.
Well, you got to make it legal.
Not always. That's R. Kelly. Oh, wait. Where is it at? Thank you.
Delayed reaction.
He's a slow drummer. We got a small budget. Anyways, the last game we have is the Minnesota Vikings coming in with a record of 1-0 versus the Philadelphia Eagles coming in with a record of 1-0. And one of those O's has got to go on the flip side. Philly is a 1.5 point favorite. You've scrambled my brain so bad. I can't even think. And I tried so hard. I'm just gonna say Vikings. I'm gonna stop thinking and just say Vikings by 8.
The Vicks. Good shorthand. I like it. I'm gonna go with the Screaming Eagles. By 3.
3.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be low.
All right. Well, there we go. There is our predictions for week 2, right here on
DCI
Varsity Football Show. And make sure you tune in next week till we can see the scores from this, to see where our scores are at, to see who takes the lead. Do I continue on my lead or to see make a comeback? And we can make it more interesting in week 3. Who knows? I don't know. You got to tune in next week to find out.
Come check us out.
Before we get out of here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and
Give us a like.
Give us a, there we go. Yeah, give us a like.
Give us a like.
Give us a like. And hit the bell icon so you know to be notified when we do drop the new videos every Thursday. Right here on
DC High
Varsity Football Show.